We are each individual souls that chose to come into the particular body that you are in to experience life. So your circumstances are going to be totally different from other souls because your soul needs a certain experience, their soul needs a certain experience. If you happen to be born into a very wealthy family and you get a head start in life, you're going to perceive things in a certain way, especially if things were always given to you without you having to earn them. You're going to be a lot different from a person who has had to work really hard for what they get. And so this forms part of our personality. As we're growing up, our personality is formed due to what's going on around us. So then we go into positions, either we work for ourselves or we work for other people. We work in jobs that we either love doing, we work in jobs we don't love doing. Some people have the ability to want to be leaders. Some people don't want to be leaders. They don't want that responsibility whatsoever. So then you find people will go into positions where they're going to work their way up the ladder and either become CEO of a company or become a doctor or a politician or work in the council. Whatever desires an individual soul wants to go through that experience is going to work into that position. And you might say, I wouldn't want that position for the life of me. Sort of look at the Queen, for example. She was born into that. Her soul chose that journey. Your soul would have said, I don't want that journey. I can see what's ahead and I am not strong enough for that journey. So you're going to have a different perception of life. So when you get people that move into higher positions, they take on roles and they believe they are doing the right thing by other people, especially someone who's, say, in charge of the health department. That individual, there is so many, there's not just one person who's always in charge, there's many people, and the way that they think is the way they perceive, and it could be totally different to you, but they are the ones that have got themselves into a position of leadership. So they are making a decision based on what they believe is right. They are still an individual human being. They're not, I don't know, I don't like the word elites because that's basically saying that people are better than you. Elite means on its own unique, higher up, but they're not better than you. They're a human being, just the same as you're a human being. And when they die, they go to the same place that you go to. You don't go to the elite souls on the other side. You go to the same place. These are just people that have worked their way into a position where they want to be. Either they want to be in control of other people or they want to make decisions, and they do it coming from their perception. They do what they think is right. It might not be right for you. So ask yourself why your soul, if you complain about other people and what other people do, and if you complain about leaders, then ask yourself, why did your soul not choose to go down that path? Why did your soul choose the existence that you are in today? Is your life a lot more peaceful? Because I know for the life of me, I would never want to be a prime minister of a country or a president of a country, because I wouldn't want all that responsibility deciding what to do for other people, thinking it was coming from what I thought was right. Because it may not be right for billions of other people, but it might be right for me. Think of somebody like Elon Musk that's grown up with wealth and he only sees things from the perception of wealth. It's totally different from a person that's got the perception of growing up very, very poor. So how do you make decisions if you've grown up in a certain position? How do you make other decisions? You can only ever see things from the perception of your understanding. So I don't believe people are elites, and I don't believe there is some controlling power that's trying to take over all the people. I just believe that every single person on this planet is a soul in a human body having an experience of what their soul needs.